time.
You could smile all the time.
I could, but I'm not
As
going
we
to.
answer this question about a Mastertemp heater.
Okay.
My Mastertemp is about 8 years old. Turns on and it runs, but no heat. You can smell unburned fumes, not the smell of natural gas. At 3 minutes, the heater shuts off. The red service light on the membrane turns on. Is the board under the membrane or the sensor? On the board, a green light is on LED 9. When I turn the heater on, in 20 seconds, there's a click. You can smell uncombusted gas, not a natural gas smell, but the burner does not whoosh, and it runs for 3 minutes and shuts off, and that's when the red light comes on.
Okay. So what this sounds like to me is, while it doesn't smell like natural gas, what's happening is the flow switch activates, the blower is working, so all of the components are there. That click is the gas valve opening, and that's why you smell it. But what's not happening is ignition. So when ignition doesn't happen, it's one of a couple things. Likely, it's the glow. It's basically a glow plug, and what you have to do is you have to take the top of the whole heater casing comes off. If you take the front and the back off, you reach up. There's like a wing nut. There's 4 wing nuts that hold the top on, which allows you to turn the top if you ever need to know that. I don't know if you ever knew that you could do that, but you take that off, and then down in the burner chamber, right on the top of it, there's a ceramic piece that 2 wires go in. There's a clip that locks in. You pull that out, and likely the problem is you're not getting heat you're not getting that to fire. Those ceramic pieces are like a glow plug in a diesel car almost. It's the igniter. It heats up the gas, and when the gas hits it, it explodes and starts to burn. And when it burns, then the heater senses that there's flame, and when it senses that there's flame, then it whooshes up to the full blowing of gas coming out. So the smell you're smelling is probably natural gas. It's just having to work its way through everything. If the flame sensor doesn't recognize flame, it shuts the valve off, so no more gas comes out. The heater goes through its cycle, and after a few minutes, the blower shuts down, everything shuts down because it's no longer working. So there's 2 things. First, it's going to be that ignition, the chamber ignition part that heats up. That's likely the problem. The other problem that I've seen is if you go on the front of the heater, there's a little box that opens up. Every once in a while, one of those wires comes loose, and you might just get lucky and find a little wire that's just hanging there, and you just got to figure out how to plug it back in. I have seen that happen, and I don't know if it's over the years because of the heater jiggling when it fires or what, but every once in a while a wire comes loose like that, and you go plug it back in, and it fires back up. So it's going to be, it has to be one of those 2 things.